Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. I'm tired of shit.
Hello friends and my lovely viewers, welcome back to the channel. Today, we will check out the new champions that came out a while ago. I honestly didn't notice this clan's release until now, but even so, we gotta check them out. In this video, we will discuss their appearance, skills, and clan trait, and by the end, we will try our best to figure out if these ancient looking creatures are worth summoning for. Well, let's get started with the male's appearance this time. He looks absolutely amazing. Ancient Egyptian pharaoh with a dog head. If I remember correctly, these are called a nubi or something similar. I don't know why, I just find the old Egyptian era extremely interesting, and this champion is the pure representation of it. Is he for real holding a heart in his hand? That is a heart, right? At least it looks like a heart. Perhaps it is part of his skills in a way. It would be hella cool if it's some sort of a sacrificial skill or something similar to that. By the way, for those who don't know yet, the champion's clan name is Almat and they are warriors, which means we can expect melee damage from these guys. Now, enough about the male, let's see the female. She doesn't hold a heart like the male does, so perhaps it is something that is unique and limited to only the male. But seriously, she looks super pretty. I feel like she's slightly prettier than the male. But that's just my own personal opinion though. We can all have our different opinions. By the way, did you notice she's holding her weapon a little differently compared to the male? I wonder if that makes any difference to her fighting style. Well, I think it is time for me to share the rating of their looks. I didn't want to talk too much about their appearance today, cause I feel like the only words coming out of my mouth would be pretty, cool, amazing, awesome, beautiful. You get my point, right? So to cut to the chase, I'm giving both of them a 10 out of 10. They look like gods. I simply couldn't resist their divine charm. That aside, it is time for us to discuss their clan trait now. Soul Annihilation. Their damage dealt will be increased by 12.9% for 2 seconds when taking ultimate attack damage. Stacks up to 2 layers. So they get angrier and more brutal when being attacked by ultimate skills. So basically they become Hulk. Lol. But jokes aside, I can totally imagine them doing something like that. And this one can also be stacked up to 2 layers, which does make a significant difference in my opinion. Not gonna lie, I don't see many uses of this trait. I mean, the other traits that we typically put on our champions seems to be better than this one. But I guess we would have to test and see. Until then, my verdict is that this clan trait is meh. Let us move on to their skills now, starting with the male's active skill. It's called Judgment Call, and he will basically sweep the nearby enemies and deal 480% of his own strength in doing so. In the next 5 seconds, the affected targets will take additional damage from the Eye of Horus whenever they take normal attack damage from allied champions. Wait, so the thing he's holding is actually an eye? I was certain that was a heart. But now that it's mentioned, I guess we can kinda tell that it's an eye. I feel like this skill is kinda... what can I say? Like, it doesn't give us an actual idea of how strong it is. We are not being specifically told how much additional damage is being dealt to the enemy. I just hope that either the passive or ultimate will give us a solid answer though. Cause I don't like these unclear skill descriptions at all. Moving on to the passive skill, and honestly hoping for the best. Anubis Gaze. See? I knew it. These guys are called Anubis. Anyways, this one looks a little complicated, but I will try to explain it somehow. Our champion can upgrade 2 times, and each upgrade is triggered whenever the male champion deals accumulated damage equal to 30% of their max constitution. Before upgrading, our champion's normal attacks can deal additional damage to the target equal to 20% of the target's lost constitution. This is capped at 1000% of the champion's strength. When our male champion upgrades once, normal attacks can deal damage to all enemies within a fan-shaped area in front of our male champ. After 2 upgrades, the normal attacks will mark the target for 4 seconds, and if the marked target is killed during that period, then our male champion will become invincible for 2 seconds. Very interesting skill, not gonna lie. And yeah, it was a little complicated. We basically have to make sure his attack is high enough so that it can eat away a total amount of about 30% of the max constitution of the enemy. This will upgrade his normal attack to do a fan-shaped area type of attack. That is the first upgrade, so he can hit more enemies. Then, when the same requirement is fulfilled again, it will upgrade his normal attacks to mark the target for 4 seconds. The goal here is to kill the target as soon as possible while it is marked, cause then it would make our champion invincible for a couple of seconds. So that is the upgrades and requirements for it. Before the upgrades, his normal attacks already has an extra additional damage to the target, which equals to 20% of the target's lost constitution. It does have a cap though, as you can see. So yeah, that's that. I really hope that this explanation or breakdown of the skill helped a little. Let's move on. By the way, before I talk about the ultimate, I want to remind everyone watching that I have announced the winner of my second giveaway in the previous video that I uploaded a few days ago. The winner has yet to contact me. If I get no response within a week or so, I unfortunately may need to re-roll to find a new winner. It is time for the ultimate now, which is called Soul Frenzy. He will enter a Burning Soul status for 6 seconds, which increases his own and nearby allies' attack speed by 50% and 30% respectively. During this period, he will become invincible when the status expires if the passive skill Marked Champion is killed. The invincibility duration does not stack though, unfortunately. All damage that is taken while the Burning Soul is active will be uniformly settled when the status expires, and the settled damage will not kill the caster. Okay, I'm a little bit confused. So which will it be? Will everyone in the team, including himself, get the attack speed buffed by 50% and the damage buffed by 30% for 6 seconds? Or will his attack speed and damage increase by 50%, while his allies' attack speed and damage increase by 30%? Which one do you all think is the right answer? Please let me know in the comment section below. Anyways, as long as we can successfully get the enemy killed while he or she got the passive skill mark, then our champion will become invincible until the end of his ultimate status. As for the damage taken, it will be collected up while the Burning Soul is active, but after it expires, all of that damage will be dealt to our champion. Although this damage cannot and will not kill the male Almat, not gonna lie, I feel a little bit concerned with what happens after that damage has been dealt to him. Just imagine, after the damage is dealt to him, he cannot die, so he has 1 constitution left. But then the enemy lands 1 more hit on him and he dies. Like, in my opinion, we would definitely need to have like a good healer to maximize his potential. You know what? I might need more time to make up my mind about this champion. Meanwhile, let's move on to the female skills. By the way, before we go ahead with the female's active skill, allow me to thank my sponsor real quick. This video is sponsored by AppGallery. In case you don't know what AppGallery is, it is a great app store where you can download all your favorite games from. It's just like a regular app store, apart from the fact that it has amazing rewards that is specialized depending on different games. A good news for Bloodline players is that at the moment AppGallery has some amazing offers for the players of the game. You can for instance get 45% off, and this offer is valid until the 12th of November. They also have a VIP program for the more heavy spenders, as you can see on the screen. Anyways, if you are planning to download AppGallery, just follow the step-by-step process that's on the screen at the moment. And for more details, check out the description below. Oh, they also have a giveaway going on right now, so feel free to join their Discord, whose link I will share below as well. By the way, before I forget, let me just mention that AppGallery is available for all Android devices, as well as all the emulators such as LD Player, Nox, BlueSticks, and so on. So yeah, download AppGallery today and enjoy amazing advantages and promotions starting today. That being said and done, this is the female's active skill. She will fire 2 successive death rays to attack enemies in front. The first death ray will deal damage equal to 200% of her strength and inflict stun for 1 second. It also removes 120 energy from the target. The second death ray will deal damage equal to 250% of her strength and inflict stun effect for 1 second. This one also removes 120 energy from the target. Additionally, it will reduce their damage dealt by 25% for 4 seconds. The cooldown is 7 seconds. It sounds really great, not gonna lie. She debuffs the enemy by removing their energy in both attacks, and in the second attack she even debuffs their damage dealt for some seconds. I think we're having a great start here, so let's see her passive skill next. Soul Siphon is the name of this one. Each normal attack will deal an additional damage equal to 16% of the target's max health. It is capped at 1500% of our female champion's strength though, and it restores her constitution by 80% of the additional damage dealt. If the target's current energy is lower than our champion's energy, then the normal attack speed will be increased by 100%. So, the higher the max health of the target is, the better. 80% of the additional damage dealt will be turned into constitution of our champion too, and our champion will attack faster if the target has lower energy than her. It sounds like a great passive skill to have. Damage buff, self-healing effect, and boosted attack speed. It depends a little on certain criteria and all, but it still sounds good. Let's see her ultimate to get a whole picture of this. Her ultimate is called Defiled. She will grant a Gravekeeper effect to all ally champions which lasts for 7 seconds. During this period, all ally champion skills, which eliminates the enemy's energy, are intensified by 8%. Additionally, once per second during this period, if an ally champion takes any enemy champion's ultimate attack, then the attacker will be inflicted with a layer of the effect that reduces their damage dealt by 60% for 2 seconds. This stacks up to 10 layers. Quite a lot, to be honest. The Gravekeeper effect cannot be removed, but the damage reduction effect can. Like always, we have to ask ourselves how significant is the 8% increase. It only goes for the skills that removes the enemy's energy. And I honestly don't think it makes a big difference, to be honest. The second part might be more beneficial to our team, as it gives a chance of lowering the enemy's damage dealt by 60% for 2 seconds. And it can also stack up like I mentioned. What do you guys think? Do you think the female might have something great going on? Feel free to let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. Now, as for which champion I personally would choose, I think I would go for the male this time. It kinda looks like it deals more damage, and I don't know if he's better than the female in every field, aka damage, supporting, healing, and so on, but he certainly looks like he deals more damage. Also do keep in mind that the traits we use will also impact the champions, so that is something we have to consider when testing these champs. Not gonna lie, I'm getting kind of a female Divala-like vibes from him. That aside, which champion would you like to go for? Let us know in the comments below. Anyways, this all being said, thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, feel free to hit the like and subscribe button to show your support and to take part in our upcoming giveaways. I'm also planning to make another video to suggest some traits for this clan, so keep an eye out and we will meet again soon. Have a pretty day everyone. Take care, stay foxy, adios, bye!